Hello, everybody. I'm Tyasha Banerjee from Team Project Shiksha, and today I'm back with your second lesson for HTML CSS. There's another picture of me if you want to see. So, today I'm going to teach you how to code using CSS. But first, let's get rid of the basics. Open a new pen on CodePen as I taught you in your earlier lesson. First of all, add the doctype HTML tag and an HTML element with a lang attribute of en. Yes, exactly. Put lang is equal to in quotes en inside the HTML tag. Now, exactly as you had done before, add body elements, add main elements within the add main element, which is the two main tags within the body element. Now let's give the project a name. Add an h1 element within your main element. Do you wanna guess what we are going to build today? Yes, it's written there. We are going to build a wedding menu. Excited? I am. I'm always excited for weddings. So write wedding menu within your h1 and h1 tags. Yes, do you see there's someone missing in this h1 tag? Yes, it's the slash. So it's an Indian wedding, right? So there will be two sections on the page, one for vegetarians and for non-vegetarians. Accordingly, add two sections. Can you see what is wrong with this tag? Yes, your section tag is going to look like this. By sections, you're not just going to add an S in there. Right? Great. Great pointing out, great observation. Now within sections tags, add two H2 tags saying veg and non-veg respectively. See this image? Yes, exactly. Wedding menu is an H1 tag. Below it is one section. There's an ending to one section. There's a forward slash in this section tag. And within the section, within the two section tags, you have one H2 tag. H2 tag is a level below the H1 tag, but it is still a title tag. Okay. So one H2 tag contains veg in the first section. The second H2 tags within the second sections contain non-veg. Done. You can see the wedding menu, veg and non-veg appear on the white screen below. Okay. Now put both H2 tags inside UL tags. You remember what we use UL tags for? Yes, to make a list, an unordered list. What is an unordered list? It's a list with bullet points. A list where you use numbers is called an ordered list. Within the UL tags, list your favorite veg and non-veg items to put on the wedding menu. Yes, this is a good time to discuss all your favorite items. Write them down. Imagine the best wedding possible and what is the best wedding menu. Already hungry? I certainly am. So let's see what I have put. I have put kulcha, yum, chole, double yum, royal biryani rice, shahi paneer, malai kofta. Okay, you are coming to this wedding, right? And in the non-veg section, we have a fish fry, we have chicken biryani and mutton rogan josh. Wow, amazing. Yes, everything appears on the white space below, right? Great. Now let's move on to the next step. Till now, we were working with HTML, but it's time we start styling our wedding menu. Put everything in main within a div element with class set to menu. Yes, within the div element, make right class is equal to in quotation marks right menu. Now, under the CSS tab in CodePen, you can see that below after the HTML tab, type the class selector for menu, which shall be dot menu. In curly brackets, set the width to 60% of the total width of the page. Choose and set a background color for your menu. You want to see how I have done this? Exactly. You can see to in this image with dot menu is the menu selector. Please remember that always if your class is starting with a capital, start the class selector with a capital 2. Otherwise your code will not be recognized. Set width in curly brackets, set width to 60% with colon 60%, and do not forget the semicolon. It is very important. If you forget the semicolon and you write width is 60% and then background color is this, your code will again not be recognized. Now set the padding to 20 px and see what happens. Yes, there's some space generated, looks better. Yes, I also like a lot of free space. Now, uh, do not forget to set the menu in center. Have you ever seen a wedding menu with all everything in margin? To do this, always remember you have to set margin left and margin right to auto. It's as easy as that. Refer to the picture in the presentation. To ensure that our menu does not spread too much on screen, set max width to 400 px. Different screen sizes differ. Now, if you put this menu in a screen size which is very, very big, our menu will appear bloated. Yeah, like a big Indian fat wedding, right? We don't want that. So set the max width to 400 px. On to the next step. It's Now it's time to give our menu a nice background. We selected color. We selected background color for the div element here, the for the menu div here. All right, we had selected background color as RGB 16060. You can actually see RGB is stands for red, green, and blue, and you can vary the proportions of R, G, and B here, and play with it and come up with different colors. But you can also type out your favorite color. You can make it white, you can make it red, you can make it brown, you can make it pink, like the presentation. Pink is nice. But now we are going to give our menu a nice background. Type the body selector, set background color as you are in double quotes. Here it is in double quotes, but you need not write it as double quotes in your code. Set background color to URL in brackets. Enter the URL of your chosen image. Okay, so from your previous lesson, do you remember how to copy the URL of an image? I'll give you a short reminder. Go to Google Images, search your image, right click on the image you want, and copy image URL, and you just have to paste it within the brackets here. Again, set the padding to 20px. If you want to change the font color of the entire menu, choose color, colon, enter color of your choice here. Now, let's move on. As you can see, since the last time, the color of your menu has shifted to white. See, here in this image, I've chosen color as white, padding is 20px, and URL, background image URL, is copied and pasted here. Now let's align all the text to center. Inside the menu class selector, choose text align center. This will align all your text to the center. But bullet points do not look good, right? Do they look good in yours? In my, they didn't. So we can get rid of them. You are in the URL selector, set list type to none, as I've done in this image here. Is something still missing from your wedding menu? Yes, the caterer's name, right? Add a footer below the main section in HTML. Now use CSS to customize it to your liking. What CSS tags will you use? Same ones? I have done a little trick here. What I have done is I have put the footer inside the div. The div was covering only the main tags within main, but now I've also put the footer within the div with class set to menu. And that's why my footer has been customized in the same way that rest of my menu is. And to just add some space between my footer and the rest of my menu, I have given padding top as 40px. You can design it in a different way. You can play with it. You can do a lot of things. And at last, it's homework time. What should you do as your homework? You go back to your first pen created on CodePen. Yes, your cartoon app. And you use all the CSS tags that you have learned today to style your own cartoon wiki. Sounds fun? Great. Till now, keep learning and keep building India Ki Shiksha. We'll come up with more videos and teach you technology in experiential ways. Till then, goodbye.